Ahojte všetci, tuto je Miňo a vítajte pri ďalšom dieli Batman Enemy Within Telltale Games. Ideme hrať druhú epizódu, takže ako bolo na tom obrázku, tam akože nadpis je Pact, The Pact, to neviem čo je, a vyzerá to, že tam budú zločinci, akože no veď, tí Batmanovi zločinci tam. Myslím, že bola Harley, hej, a je tam ten plešatý, alebo aký tam veľký, myslím, že to bol Bane, že to je Bane, pretože tam je obrázok na to, no. Tak, stretneme sa so zločincami, ktorí mali pomôcť hádankárovi, ale bohužiaľ nepomohli.
A madman
Nechali ho
from
v tom
Gotham's
samého.
past returned to terrorize my
Že
city.
vraj súdruhovia,
He
nie.
drew me into his twisted game, striking at the things I hold most dear. But I survived his deadly traps. I emerged the victor. But the cost was too great. Lucius Fox is dead.
No,
Riddler is dead. And with him the only lead I had to taking down the greatest danger Gotham has ever faced. And the person best equipped to help me is a threat to my deepest secret.
The
Hej.
Riddler was going to be my way
Wallerova
in,
vie, že
once we captured
Batman
him
je
alive.
Bruce.
But now I have you to lean on. A man who lives on both sides of the line and knows exactly when to cross it. Yes, you and I will be working together very closely. Bruce Wayne. First thing you need to know, I can keep your secret. And despite what you did, going behind my back to Maury, I will continue to keep it. No reports, nothing. No one else needs to know. To deal with the present threat, though, I need both of you. The man inside and outside the mask. You have to understand, I'm not the enemy here. It may seem that way right now, but I'm not. Our problems are far too big for us to be bickering among ourselves. You shouldn't see me as an adversary.
If that's true,
Tak dajte
then
späť Gordona.
reinstate Gordon as commissioner.
Áno, ako
You really
komisára.
are loyal to that stubborn old mule, aren't you? I'll tell you what. Play nice with me now, and when this is all over, I'll make things right with Gordon. When Riddler's friends hear he's dead, they ain't gonna just carry on carrying on. They might get sloppy. They might want revenge. Or they might simply accelerate their plans. I'm gonna need eyes everywhere in Gotham. A man like Bruce Wayne, with all his influence and resources, can go places Batman can't. You understand what I'm saying, don't you? Your public persona could be a great help to us here. Maybe even as much as Batman in certain situations.
I know when to be Batman and when to be Bruce. It's the mask that fits best
Aj
at
v
the
tých
time.
ťažkých situáciách, vieš.
Tactical. Now you're
Vie, kedy
speaking
má
my
byť Bruce a kedy
language.
Batman.
What the hell?
Oh,
Looks like the whole city's under attack.
We've got a report of a raid on the Gotham PD arsenal. If those bastards get their hands on our weapons,
This is coordinated. It's Riddler's gang. It has to be. We're gonna need Batman for this one.
Agreed.
Emergency services is already pushed to the limit.
and then
potvrdzujem.
we'll have to redeploy patrol officers to defend the arsenal.
Don't divert any men, Gordon. I can handle the arsenal call.
Thank you.
Áno.
Let's move, people. This is what we trained for.
There's been an attack in the financial district.
Biotech company on the west side is under siege.
Všetci spolu. Ako spojenci. No už tam je niekto mŕtvý. A ďalší, no. Ammunition. Munícia.
What more do you want with me?
Hey, shut it. You got what you came for. You don't need me.
Počkajte, ale ako sa
Well, you better
dostal
hope that's not
na
true.
tú
I'll leave your
dodávku?
usefulness and the boss will make a pretzel out of your neck. Or keep running your mouth and maybe I'll splatter you all
sleep
over the
balls.
wall.
Ako aj v tých Batman hrách tiež v stealth mode.
How many are there?
I don't know. 10 or 12, maybe? The really big one, he made me give him the keys to the armored transport vehicles. I didn't want to, I swear.
It's okay. Get out of here. Now.
Thank you, Batman.
Hey, you about done?
Yeah, just about.
All right. I'll make it one more round.
Hej. Pôjdem ako z hora. Hej, nenadávaj. Čo to? Ako odtiaľ vyletel?
Who are you? A nightmare. Much like yourself. But
Bane.
you can call me Bane. A man cannot win a war alone. You fight well, but you fight alone.
Dobre urobili toho
Die
Bane'a.
alone.
Maskou. Veľký. A tam má kapsuly z Batmana. To robí silnejší. Hoho.
I can see why Riddler wanted to be the one to kill you.
Riddler is dead.
He's dead.
Riddler?
You should be worrying about yourself.
I promised my men a hell of a battle if ever I faced you. And I'd hate to disappoint them. Oh, I haven't faced a true warrior since I left Peña Duro prison. And there, even the fiercest of men were often subdued. Or driven mad by brutal hours of cold. You will pay for that.
To sa neuvidí Bane. No, dole. Aha.
Save your strength, man. This one is mine.
Prosím, nezlom mu chrbticu.
I will give you a peaceful death if you take it.
No, ďakujem.
feeling, Batman? Telling you you're
Takže
still
teraz,
alive?
počkať, keď nič neurobím, tak ma zlomí, hej.
That you still have a chance to live? It's lying to you.
No jasné, že ho zlomí. Toto je také, no, klasické pre Bane'a, pretože on vždy lomí chrbticu Batmanovi. Akože, no, nie vždy, ale iba raz, no. A Batmanovi trvá dlho, než sa, no, vylieči, alebo...
Save your strength, man. This one is mine.
Hej. Iba som chcel vedieť, že či ho fakt zlomí, tak...
I will give you a piece for death. If you take it.
Dobre, už ma
This
nezlomí.
pain your feet.
Vlastne aj z tohto. Aj z toho. Akože normálny človek takto môže mať akože úplne zlomený chrbát. Tiež.
Did you get him?
There's nothing to fear, my friend. Keep your eyes open. Don't let anyone follow you to the warehouse.
Don't worry, we'll do the battle behind us.
Safe travels, my friends.
Joj, koho zavolám? Ja trošku chcem zavolať aj Wallerovej, ale radšej, ale... Som rád, keď som lojálny Gordonovi, ale... S Wallerovou to... Ona vysvetlí, čo s tým, čo s Baneom, ale Gordon, ten... Zavolám Gordonovi.
Batman? Batman, what's wrong?
Hang in there. Help is on the way.
Prestali mu svietiť oči.
Batman!
Batman! Say something if you can hear me.
Gordon.
Christ. Batman. Come on, help me.
It won't move.
Batman, we're gonna need you to help us push this thing off you. Come on! You can do it!
It's moving. Jesus Christ.
Come on.
The mechanic. Where is he?
Mechanik.
He didn't make it. Damn it.
Ale ako to
He
nemohol
saved
zvládnuť,
my
veď?
life.
Batman?
Ako to mohol zvládnuť, veď?
It's okay, Jim. They
On
just
stále
need a
má
minute.
otvorené oči.
Well, when you're feeling up to it, I'd love to hear what the hell happened here. Who did this to you?
He called
Bane.
himself Bane. His men loaded the weapons onto the APCs. Said they were taking them to a warehouse near the docks. You need to find them.
Don't worry. We'll catch the bastards. But you better believe the entire force is motivated after what happened tonight. These bastards declared war on our city.
Tell them to be careful, Jim. Don't let them take any unnecessary risks. These men are dangerous.
Montoya, update the APB information and remind all units to proceed with extreme caution. Don't need anyone else playing hero tonight.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for sticking your neck out and calling me with this. I need all the juice I can get now that we live in Waller's Gotham. We're going to have to stick together if we're going to weather her storm. You and me, we're nothing like her. We're men of principle, who still believe in the letter of the law.
We're all on the same side. Waller is not the enemy.
The hell she's not. That battle axe declared war on me the moment she stripped me of my rank. Thanks again for keeping me in the loop. It means a lot.
Right on time. I'll get to the Batcave. See if I
takže
can
aj
make
tak
some
prísne,
sense
hej.
of what happened tonight.
So, what did I miss?
I was at the scene of a heist at the Gotham brokerage house when Batman called me here.
What were they after?
We're still getting a full account. Once the dust settles, I'll send you everything we've got. Detective Bullock's writing up a full report. I'll have him send you a copy.
Detektív Bullock.
Officers are ready for your deployment orders.
I've got to get going.
Your partner, Vesta. How is she?
Still in
Hej,
the
zavolal som,
hospital.
že ona je hluchá.
Doctors say the hearing
Hluchá.
damage could be permanent. Damn it, it should have been me. I failed her.
Hej, buď aspoň rád, že je živá.
I put her in danger. It's my fault.
Vesta's tough. A survivor. She'll pull through.
Well, she's been through a lot. I just hope this doesn't break her. Look, I owe you one for saving my life back there. So I gotta warn you. Waller flipped when she heard you called Gordon instead of her. You really should stay on Waller's good side for as long as you can. For everyone's sake.
Áno, rozumiem.
Well, tell Avesta you asked about her.
Blake sa volal. Hej, asi Blake. Hej.
Alfred,
A
prep the
vestík
med
partner.
bay. We're going to need it.
Epizoda 2. the Pact. Čo ani neviem, čo je. Počkaj, hovorili, že vraj The Pact je tá skupina tých kriminálnikov. Čo je Bane, Harley a ešte niekto tam.
Bruce! I'm fine. Really.
You are not fine, Bruce.
Som si myslel, že to
None
povie.
of this is
Jasné,
fine.
že nie si v
You
poriadku.
were nearly killed tonight. Those minutes of silence, waiting for you to respond, they were the worst of my life. I didn't know if you were alive or dead, or if I would ever see you again.
I'm so sorry to put you through that, Al.
You'll just do it again tomorrow?
No,
We already lost
zajtra si
Lucius.
ešte nie.
I couldn't bear losing you, too. We can talk about all this later. Come on now. Let's get you patched up. As if he wasn't bad enough. Now Director Waller knows your identity. That information in her hands?
Waller isn't the one we need to worry about. Bane is still on the loose, with enough guns to arm a small militia.
I understand. The man died for you tonight, Bruce. Tried to save you from that monstrosity. Too many have died. In too short a time. The cost of this war, it just continues to rise.
I need your strength right now.
Of course. Sorry for not being my resolute self. We've never gone up against anyone able to cause you so much harm.
Waller was right about one thing. Riddler was just a small part of a larger threat.
Hej,
Let's
s
begin
týmto
with the dart I
zastrelili
pulled from his
hada
neck.
Hera, čo potom zomrel.
Got it?
Asi nejaký
I'm
jed,
good. Thanks, Al.
alebo nejaký toxín.
There's still some
Neurotoxin.
toxin left in here.
What kind of
Hej,
toxin?
toxín.
Something new. There's a whole series of powerful psychoactive meds in this cocktail. Drugs that are lethal when combined.
Who could have come up with such a concoction?
Smrtiace,
And did the same person pull the trigger?
smrtiaca droga.
Bane's attack was one of 3 tonight, all at the same time.
Let's bring him up. Get an
Go.
assessment of the damage.
Gotham, Broke, Rage. No, tam bola nejaká lúpež, ako vidím. A tuto, Govcorp Labs. Aha, už viem asi, kto tam bol. Ako... Čo je tam to zmrazené všetko, tak to bol určite Mr. Freeze sa volá ten kriminálnik, no. Ja ho nepovažujem za kriminálnika, pretože no, ani moc nie, pretože no, on sa snaží zachrániť svoju ženu, ktorú zmrazil a chce ju vyliečiť, no, akože väčšina ho považuje za kriminálnika, ale no, tak za to, čo robí, tak hej, ale
Gothcorp Labs, genetic
Razi.
research facility. Where do we even
preto sa volá
start with
Mr.
this?
Freeze ako pán mráz.
I have no idea.
Authorities can't determine what was even stolen until all of that melts.
At least 20 dead, some completely encased in ice.
The others were frozen solid. Some of their limbs shattered as they fled.
No, ja viem, kto to je Mr. Freeze.
Waller's intel shows that the thieves made off with numerous pieces of equipment used in the storage and transportation of biological material.
I don't even want to think what they'd want that for.
No IDs on any suspects, though. Security cameras frozen. All witnesses dead.
lúpež.
Gotham brokerage. 10 million in diamonds stolen.
Harley Quinzel, no.
Some
Harley
safety
Quinn.
deposit boxes emptied. Contents unknown. Over a dozen dead, and even more wounded. Mostly by gunshot, though some victims had their heads smashed in.
Oh, that's barbaric.
No. A tuto je tá Harley Quinn. Ako vidím, má kladivo. V niektorých filmoch alebo kreslených filmoch má pálku, ale no... V niektorých aj kladivo má. No. Tak v tomto má kladivo.
Witnesses place Harleen Quinzel at the scene, dressed up as a clown and wielding a mallet.
Don't ask me.
Riddler's friends are as insane
Sledgehammer.
and gruesome as he was. Perhaps even more.
Those same witnesses say that she acted alone. All that carnage.
Čo?
All by herself.
Bola sama. Wow. Ona musí byť riadne akože šialená. Keď bola tam sama a pozabíjala všetkých iba s kladivom. Určite mala aj zbrane. No, to sú správy. Bla 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 bla. A toto. A toto sú charaktery, tak nič.
Guns? Money? Biotech? What are they planning?
We won't know until we get to Bane.
I don't mean to cause offense, but you're in no shape to beat the information out of that monster, or take on his friends if it comes to it. We've already seen how formidable Bane is on his own. Taking on all of them, that would be suicide in your current condition.
Nepodcením
Of course,
to?
I could use
Nie,
help.
toto poviem.
But both the GCPD and the agency are stretched thin. One thing's for sure. We can't just wait around for Bane to strike again. The death toll is already too high.
You told Waller you knew when to be Batman and when to be Bruce. Riddler said his friends abandoned him at the Lady of Dublin.
He alluded to the fact that John Doe was one of them.
If that's the case, then John can get you close to the others. He already wants you to meet them. John Doe might be your best chance of getting inside, finding out what they're up to.
You're right. John's my ticket in. If I play my cards right, John might tell me most of what I want to know.
Listok
Well, the less you have to mingle with his friends, the better I'll feel about all this.
It'll be dangerous approaching Bane and his people this way. They'll be suspicious of anyone who isn't a proven criminal. You'll have to give the performance of a lifetime to pull the wool over their eyes.
Don't worry, Alfred. I'm not planning to stick around for long. Just enough for me to figure out
Áno,
their
nebudem
plan.
tam dlho.
Yes. And then what?
I'll improvise. So that's it then.
Improvizuje.
I find John Doe and accept his offer. The stacked deck. That's where he is.
I
Fajne, že sme sa
suppose you couldn't
stretnúť.
wait an hour or two while you rest.
Not a chance.
Joker, John. Alebo on vlastne ešte není Joker v tejto hre.
Batman?
Akože keby bol, tak už by to
I'll
povedal.
tell you about Batman. He's no hero. The way I see it, he's just a bunch of hired muscle for rich guys. Guys like Bruce Wayne.
I see.
Ona ani nie wie, że jest za
Tell
nim.
Bruce Wayne how that makes you feel.
Okay. It feels...
No, Willie, he's on your right.
Feels like crap, Wayne.
Preach!
And you're just a huge, colossal, gigantic, spoiled piece of Oh.
Co to było?
I am...
Co się powiedział?
I mean,
Go on. Finish what you were gonna say.
I was gonna say you're a coward who lets other people do his dirty work. But you get away with it all. Nothing bad ever happens to Bruce Wayne.
And besides the whole dead parents thing. Bruce! Don't mind Willie. We're just messing with you. You look like you could use a drink.
Ano, prosim si jedno nie alko piwo. Radler.
Hey, John. What about my medicine?
The bottle's under my chair, Willie. I run a therapy circle here every second Sunday.
Clown zawiedzie Bane'owi.
These people need the expertise that I learned in Arkham.
Hej, kto som nie alko piwo?
Know-it-all really got what was coming to him.
Authorities are refusing to comment on the death of the mysterious criminal known as Riddler.
Who am I? Who am I? You're a rotting, stinking corpse. That's who you are.
John, did you have anything to do with the Riddler's death?
I mean, I hated the guy, but geez, Bruce. You really think I'd be capable of cold-blooded murder? After everything you know about me, you really think I'd do that?
I don't know, John. The way you were talking about him at the funeral and the way you're laughing now, it makes me wonder.
Riddler was a terrible person, Bruce. I don't think it's wrong to want him dead. Doesn't mean I pulled the trigger, though. Anyway, I was a little surprised to see you, Bruce. I'm guessing this is about that favor I asked. Look, before we get into that, I need to come clean. Riddler was more connected to my friends than I'd let on at the funeral.
Riddler? Really?
Yeah, he was kind of our leader, but he was just so bad at it and so intolerably annoying. I thought he'd be out of the picture by the time you came around. I should have told you. I didn't want you to think we were all like him. No secrets between us. Ever again. You have my word.
No zostanę chyba z jednym tajemstwem. Chyba z jednym tajemstwem. No tak, dobre, prisaham na magię.
Friends for life. Right, let's go meet the guys. I'll let them know we're on our way.
Hey! I'm out of medicine. I don't like your face. I think you're bothering my friend John.
Sklapnie opilec.
Okay, fine. You're right. I'll leave him be.
Go away, Willie.
What are you... Screw you! Nobody disrespects me! No one's making a fool out of Willie! Not even you, John!
Easy, Willie. I can give you money if you just leave John alone.
A bribe? I can't be bought off that easy, Wayne.
This cash could buy you a whole lot of medicine.
Oh, well, when you put it that way. Thanks, Wayne.
Jasne, len už sa neopíjaj toľko, hej.
Let's get out of here. Oh, cool. They're expecting you. Bruce, one more thing. You can't tell anyone this.
No,
this is big. Huge. I think I'm in love. It's an odd feeling. At first, I thought
Just
but no.
Nie, to nie powiem.
I think it's love.
I am so happy, John. You deserve the best.
Yeah, I'd blush if I could.
Szkoda, że tam nie ma żadną czerwoną na
You at least gotta tell me your name.
She'll want to introduce herself, but if you could please help me
Poczekaj, że on jest zamilowany do Harley.
I'd appreciate it. Come on.
Do Harley.
We shouldn't keep her waiting.
Przepukać. Dasz startuj. Aha, czekamy na nią.
Got it. Damn it. Thought I had it. Here, give me a hand with this, will you? I'm pretty sure this is how you get this thing started. Come on.
Auto ukradł.
Come on.
John, really? You stole this car?
I know it's kind of falling apart, but it was the only thing available, you know? Besides, the newer models, they don't start so easy without a key. There we go!
Tam je. Harley.
Don't turn around. All right, Wayne. You got my attention. Give me one good reason why I don't redecorate the windshield with your noodle. I bet a smart guy like you has some real pretty brains. Real bright.
Well, if you know who I am, then you probably know I'm more useful alive.
That makes sense.
Ale pekný Deagle.
Sense is so boring,
Desert
though.
Eagle.
What about money, power, and influence? They bore you too?
No, those are fun. I'm just joshing you, rich boy. See? There wasn't even a bullet in the chamber.
O, żadna gumka, hej.
Oops.
Oops.
Well, let's put some music on.
Bruce, this is the lady I was telling you about. Harley Quinn. Isn't she a hoot?
Harley Quinn.
I knew you guys would hit it off.
Oh, trust me, I'm laughing my ass off. On the inside.
Oh, come on, Bruce.
LMAO.
Just kidding.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. You probably don't like things that go bang too much. After that sad, sad way you lost your folks. Quinn here says you're chomping at the bit to meet us. I want to get an idea why. What do you get out of rubbing shoulders with the likes of us?
I want to run this town. Just like Falcone. Just like my father. You can help me do that.
Uh-huh. Sure. The Playboy's trading his tux for a Tommy gun.
Bruce has hidden depths, Harley. Like, really deep. When we were in Arkham, we got into all kinds of mischief.
Tommy Gunn albo
He
Thompson.
showed me some of the darkness he's got inside. You don't forget something like that.
Do us a favor, Pud. Skip over to that bodega and get me a slushie.
Right now?
Need a buck?
Nah, I got it.
Slushy. Počkať, slush ako cocktail.
Poor John. He just doesn't know who he is yet. You know, he's searching. Highly impressionable. He
Double
thinks
shake.
the world of you. So I asks myself, what's Bruce Wayne want with a lost soul like John? It's kind of a mismatch.
Sme dobrí
Raises
kamoši.
all kinds of questions.
John and I went through a lot in Arkham. He's a friend.
Oh, ain't that cute? You're sweet on little old puddin'. Here's the thing, lover boy. Guys like him don't have friends like you. You got that look in your eye,
Tak na mňa
the kind that
kúkáš.
says you're trouble. And I only like trouble when I'm the one causing it. You got a good reason why I should trust you? 'Cause I sure as hell can't see one. After all, you're a squeaky clean favored son of Gotham. How am I supposed to believe you won't run to the cops the first chance you get?
My father used to run
neviem.
crime in the city.
Nevedel som, čo
It's in my
dať.
blood.
Phooey. My mama was a grocer. I don't give two craps about fruits.
You think that's the same?
Don't matter. You'll show me soon enough if you got what it takes. Aw, gee, thanks, Bud.
We gotta go.
Si mokrý, John. Jo, jasne, keď prší.
What were you guys
Možno to
talking
ukradol.
about?
Your friend was just saying how much he liked you, Bud. Got a little man crush on ya. Ain't that right, Brucey?
No.
Ain't that the gist of it?
It's the truth.
No, čo?
You just made my day, Bruce. I want you to know, the feeling's mutual.
Nemáš za čo, John. To som ti urobil tvoj deň.
Oh my god! That is the best damn slushie ever. Suck on that. I swear, it'll make your whole body shiver.
Uh-oh.
Come on, put your lips on it. I ain't got
John
cooties.
iba taký, že...
Cross my heart.
No tak fajn, dám si, hej.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh,
I told ya.
závidí. John závidí.
Okay, here's what's going to happen now, Mr. Moneybags. You're gonna go get Mama a little present. From inside there.
Wayne
To Wayne
Enterprises.
Tower.
A little bird told me there's some pretty fancy hacking tech up there. Something called a phalanx key. Get it for me? I'll know you're on the level. Maybe your whole Kingpin of Gotham shtick won't seem so absurd. And maybe, just maybe, I'll vouch for you with the others.
What do you want with the phalanx key?
Why wouldn't I want it? I hear this thing opens half the security systems in Gotham. And it's just sitting there, hidden in your lab, waiting for someone to put it to use. What's the matter? You better not try nothing fishy. I don't want to have to splatter that pretty face.
It's okay, Harley. Bruce and I already talked. He'll do whatever you want.
Is that right? Will you do whatever I want? Will you jump when I say jump? Will you bring me the shiny things I ask for?
You don't have to worry.
Fine, no.
I promise.
I'll take care of it.
So glad to hear it. Maybe you are my kind of guy.
Well, then, let's get moving.
Hej,
No time like the present.
hej, no. John je pre teba lepší.
You're on, Brucey boy. Make yourself useful and get me that phalanx key. And hurry. Mama really wants to get herself some tacos when you're done.
Got this, Bruce.
Stále je tam zničené to. Som tam videl. Luciusova kancelária.
Mr. Wayne.
Uh-oh, tam je kamera.
Yeah, if you could please sign in on account of the attack. So, what brings you in? If you don't mind me asking. Is everything okay?
Business.
Well, no rest for the weary.
Yeah, or for the wicked. You're all set, sir. Excuse me, sir. Ma'am? This is private property.
Čože?
You really ought to rethink your hiring practices, Bruce. Your man's lying down on the job.
What did you do to him? Is he still alive?
Don't worry. A little bump on the head never killed anyone. Going up, Brucey. You do know how an elevator works, don't you? Or do you usually get your servant?
Tak to urobím, no.
You know, I might have pegged you wrong. Good boy. As long as you keep up this good behavior. Give me a hard time, I might have to go back and finish the job.
Yeah, he wasn't a very good guard anyway. I mean, isn't he supposed to keep people out? Maybe getting knocked down will teach him a lesson.
You didn't have to do that.
I didn't have to, but I did. Now pipe down or I'll go back and finish the job.
Thought you were gonna wait in the car.
Harley figured you'd want some company.
Didn't want you to have to do this all by your lonesome. You don't have a problem with that, do you, Mr. Moneybags?
But no one else gets hurt.
You got a strange set of priorities for someone who wants on my good side.
I get it, Bruce. You're the boss. You don't turn your back on your people, even when they're useless. I have to say, Bruce, it's exhilarating to walk these hallowed halls with you. This is where the wheeling and dealing happens, the power plays, the boardroom scuffles. I can feel all that toxic energy in the walls. You think I could run a place like this one day? Like you, Bruce? I think I'd get quite a kick out of being CEO.
If you keep your head down, work really hard, yeah, why not?
Oh yeah, you worked real hard. You had a rich pops who stole everything not nailed down.
Oh, come on, Harley. Bruce's father worked really hard at taking other people's money. You gotta give him credit for that.
Hey, pull it together, Puds. All that slushy you drink has got you.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Bruce, I'm surprised to see you. And And these are... To whom do I owe the pleasure? I don't believe we've met.
They're fashion consultants. I figured it's time I try out a new look.
Not just Bruce. We're gonna revamp this whole place. Dress everyone in snazzy uniforms.
Oh. Well, no one ran this by me.
Just think, you could come into work on Monday dressed just like me.
Is this some kind of joke?
Do I look funny to you? Like I'm some kind of punchline or something?
Excuse me?
Yeah.
You're gonna let your employees sass me like that? Is this the kind of operation you run here? Your worker bees just mouth off whenever they want?
Leave her alone.
I ain't even gotten started.
I said back off.
Your friends don't suit you, Bruce.
You got a firm grip, Mr. Corporation. The kind that makes a girl go weak at the knees. Wanna show me what else you can do with those hands? We could carve out some alone time. Just you and little old me.
Tempting, but I'm pretty sure that would be a bad idea.
Yes, that would be a terrible idea. Bruce has a job to do, remember?
Shut your pie hole, will you, John? You gotta learn to live in the moment.
Wait here, I'll be right back with
Forget it, Brucey boy. Your secret lab ain't really a secret. Cobblepot's got quite a mouth on him. I don't think he ever shut it the whole time I was working at Blackgate Prison. He told me all sorts of interesting stuff. Say, do you like chess? Work your magic.
Sorry, ale ja szach nie wiem hrać. Ja wiem hrać iba damu. Ja wiem hrać iba damu, ale szach nie.
Tight squeeze.
You know, I think you two are the closest friends I've ever had.
Najbliżsi? Ani nie najbliżsi.
I present to you our secret lab.
Lucius, you have seriously outdone yourself this time.
Glad you like it.
Like it? Oh, no, this changes everything.
It was getting a bit dodgy hiding all those batarangs in the Wayne Enterprise R&D wing.
Thank you, Lucius.
Come on. Now the real work starts.
Somehow I was expecting more.
Where's the giant crater? I thought this was where your friend went out with a bang.
That was his office upstairs.
Oh.
Better question. Where's the phalanx key?
It should be in the vault.
Well, what you waiting for, sweetie? Go get it.
Lock protocol vault thumbprint required Lucius Fox. That's not
Takže iba
right.
Lucius tam môže ísť.
Why the lockout? Someone's been in here.
What's taking so long, Bruce?
Niekto tu
It's
bol.
saying it won't open without Lucius's thumbprint.
And that got blown up with the rest of him, didn't it? All the dumb luck. You're saying we can't get it open, then? Harley's not going to like that at all. Or you.
Let me try to find latent prints around here with my scanner.
Always thinking, this guy.
Dinner to celebrate Tiffany's first day at Wayne Enterprises. Sorry you didn't make it there, Lucius.
No. Bohužiaľ. Počkať, ja môžem skenovať, že čo všetko mohol Lucius akože chytiť a s tým použiť jeho otlačok k dverám.
I remember when Tiffany brought that back from art class. Alright, that's a start.
Oh. Takže nechytil to celým palcom. Nechytil to celým palcom.
Tiffany built that rocket herself. Lucius was so proud. Getting there.
Tú fotku chytil ešte menej než tú... no... to, čo vyrobila Tiffany. Určite na klávesnici bude veľa.
One more partial print should do it.
Wow. Takže ešte jeden, no. Hej, EMP generátor. Čo to? Elektromagnetický puls generátor.
There we go.
Oh, už máme celý
Okay,
otlačok.
this'll work.
Now that's a shiny piece of metal. What's it do?
I'm not even sure if it works.
It's an EMP generator, Puddin'. Tell him what it does.
It emits a pulse that knocks out other nearby electronic devices.
Who wouldn't want to try that?
Kto by to neskúsil, no? No iba ten, ktorému nevadí nemať Wi-Fi. Alebo teda...
Not being able to open a door in your own building doesn't exactly inspire confidence.
Even now, still finding ways to help me. Stay there. Don't touch anything.
I touch what I want when I want, Brucey boy. You knew what's best for you. You'd quit giving orders and find me that key.
Niekto tam je, niekto sa tam kúka.
Looking for this.
Tiffany.
I told you I'd find out what you got my dad mixed up in. This is much worse than I thought.
You're not safe here. You have to hide.
What the hell are you doing with a secret room full of weapons? What's going on here, Bruce? What's all this for?
Your father
Tvoj otec
worked with
pracoval s
Batman.
Batmanom.
That's who all this stuff is for.
Batman. I knew it! His tech. Dad's fingerprints are all over it. I came looking for answers, but I didn't expect this.
Bruce.
These people you're with.
Aspoň, že sa
I
už
saw
nehnevá.
on the cameras what they did to that guard. To Regina.
They'll do the same to you, or worse. Get out of sight.
Bruce, what's taking so long in here, huh? Hey, I know you. We met at your father's funeral.
John.
Okay, Bruce, no need to get physical. I get it. We'll be as quiet as lab rats. But what about Harley? I mean, she's gonna want to know about your, friend here. What am I supposed to tell her?
Just act natural.
Natural?
Yes, natural. Acting normal, like there's nothing wrong.
Normality is a social construct, Bruce. It's a way of exerting control over the other.
He means keep your mouth shut.
I don't like lying to Harley.
Čo to vlastne drží za pištol?
What I really need is the phalanx key. You give me that, I can go out there and, make Harley happy.
You can have the key. Just leave Tiffany out of it, okay?
You mean this thing?
That's it?
You've got to be kidding, Bruce. You can't give these psychos anything from this lab.
Hey now, no need to get personal. We're all on the same side, remember?
Come on, Bruce. You know how dangerous this tech could be in the wrong hands.
Yoo-hoo! What the hell is going on in there?
Please, Tiffany. I've been honest with you every step of the way. Now I need you to trust me. Please.
I better not see this on the evening news.
Thank you. This makes things so much better for everyone.
Thank you, Tiffany. You made the right call.
Harley will be over the moon when I show her this.
Stay out of sight until we are long gone.
Whatever. Bruce. You better know what you're doing.
Ja wiem, co robím.
Took you long enough?
Batman
I
a
was
Bruce
starting to
vždy
think you
vedia, čo
got
robia.
sucked into a portal to another dimension or something.
No, kebyže tak.
You boys did good, you know? Made Mama proud. It don't look like nothing special.
You've got what you wanted. Now let's just get out of here.
Load that thing up too, John. I need it. Hurry it up.
A zmestí sa to do toho výťahu tam, pretože ten výťah vyzerá menší.
Bruce! Are you all right?
I'm fine, Alfred.
I was keeping an eye on you over the security feed.
Well, breaking into my own company was unexpected.
Things could have gone so much worse. That you managed to keep both John and Tiffany quiet was a masterstroke, Bruce. Still, that young woman is smarter than both of us, Bruce. It's only a matter of time before she puts the rest of the pieces together. I heard you reveal that Lucius worked with Batman. But will that satisfy her? You know what she's like. She won't stop digging until she gets to the truth. Maybe we should just tell her.
I've always regretted
Charges
not
on
being more
Batman.
honest with you about your father's life. Don't make the same mistake I did. She shouldn't be left guessing.
You're right. I'll be as honest with
nie,
Tiffany
to
as
są
I can.
Very good.
With regards to tonight's other catastrophes,
Your night watchman got a nasty lump on the head, but don't worry. He'll be fine. I've already arranged for him to get a generous payout and an extended vacation.
and replaced tonight's offending security camera feed with dummy footage.
Yeah, thank you.
As for Regina, I'm afraid your fashion consultant's cover story is going to cause more problems. Your encounter there was too bizarre to be ignored.
After what went on, it'll be a challenge to smooth things over with her.
It's all coming so fast. One thing after another.
You need to take it easy, Al. Get some rest.
It's only a momentary bit of exhaustion. I'm sure it will pass. Bruce,
I know we agreed there was no better way to get to Bane, but this whole adventure with John and Harley, well, frankly, it's exhausting.
Signal.
Well, be careful and good luck.
Co się dzieje, Gordon?
Bad signal. Rooftop briefing. Almost feels like the good old days.
Well, if you mean the city's crawling with masked lunatics and I'm not the commissioner, you're not far off the mark.
That's not what I meant. Waller told me.
Everything's got to go through her office now. Demotion's still tied up in paperwork. For once, the bureaucracy is working in my favor. Here, you're welcome. It's information on Harleen Quinzel from sealed records we dug up at the coroner's office.
Ona użyje Harley Quinn. Już nie Harley Quinzelowa. Harleen Quinzelowa.
Harleen Quinzel's father committed suicide after decades of struggling with mental illness.
Yeah, tough story. Quinzel was a devoted, successful doctor.
But she couldn't save him. Must have been hard on her. The trauma of her father's death caused her breakdown. Turned her into the monster she is today.
Yeah, I know what she's done, but I can't help but feel a little sorry for her. It's gotta be rough on a person, going through all that.
Yeah. The loss of a loved one can do that.
I'd have to imagine it would.
No, chyba pre niektórych je, ale pre niektórych nie. No, tu
Gordon, you're dismissed.
Wall. Ściana.
This is still my goddamn station house.
Wall.
He's forgetting I'm the one who can make or break his career right now.
You only remind me every other minute.
Clearly, I need a better method of getting the message across.
Jim, live to fight another day. But for now, listen to her.
Nie, to są
Listening's the easy part. The hard part's tuning her out. She's got some kind of leverage on you, doesn't she? If she's jammed you up somehow, just say the word. I'll appeal to the mayor, the governor, whatever it takes to get her off your back. I'll do whatever I can to help you.
Jim, listen to me. I need you to let me handle this.
I've still got your back, no matter what. I don't want to hear it.
Just supposed to come to Gotham, put the chains on Riddler and his gang, and get the hell out. I'm just saying, this city gets under your skin. Fast. Know what I mean? Best laid plans and all that.
You didn't choose this profession because it's easy. You do the job, or you don't.
You're absolutely right.
Hej, to
I guess you
ma
locals see it differently.
prawdu, hej.
Agent of Vesta. She fought to get on this assignment, you know? Wanted to see her old neighborhood. Wanted to see you. Her hometown hero. She wanted to impress you. She admires what you do for the people of the city. Your respect is important to her.
She certainly succeeded on that front.
She's one of my best. Still, wanting to impress you? It's the same thing that made her move too fast on Riddler. Now there's a lesson learned. So, Wayne Enterprises. Heard you made some new friends.
You're having me followed.
Thanks to you, these very bad people have an EMP and a key that'll open every lock I would want to keep bolted shut. They're clearly planning something. The stakes are too high to leave anything to chance. You know, I actually considered asking you to infiltrate Riddler's gang. Before everything blew up, I knew I could count on you to get me close to them. Close to Bane. You're good at this. Seems like you've already won Harley Quinn's trust.
What you saw was just a test.
An operation like theirs requires someone with your resources. As long as you don't blow it, they're gonna want to keep Bruce Wayne around until they take him for all they can. Get them away from their base of operations. Somewhere they'll be exposed. When they're all together, out in the open, contact me. I'll be standing by, ready to ambush. We'll take them down when they're at their most vulnerable. Sound good? They'll never know what hit them.
If we do this, I want to guarantee that no one gets killed. No one dies.
No one has to join murder gangs run by maniacs either. Look, I know your code against killing, but I won't risk my agent's safety for a band of sociopaths. Batman, if it gets bad for you, just remember, we're out here. When you're in deep like this, you need friends. Let's say everything goes pear-shaped, and you get stuck in there longer than you'd like. Then what's right, what's wrong, it all gets blurry. And guess what? That's okay. Because you're going to have to do some blurry things that you're not proud of before this is done. You hear me? That's just how these kinds of operations go down.
Whatever I have to do to put these scum away, I'm sure I'll get over it.
That's the spirit.
Teda urobím, že... Bože, neviem, ako to povedať.
Al, I'm in.
Just don't stay embedded any longer than necessary.
I'll be in and out, Alfred. Just long enough to figure out their plans.
Good luck, Bruce. Stay safe.
Jasné, budem v bezpečí. Oh.
Alright.
Vyzerá pekne, vyzerá dobre.
Here we go.
Pekná čiapka. A už aj hneď som bol chytený.
Hey now! Welcome to our little hideaway and home away from home, the end of the line.
Wow.
We're happy to have you.
Takže váš je v starom...
You said you'd kill him after you got what you needed.
Starom metre.
So what? Ain't a girl allowed to change her mind?
Could someone get me out of these handcuffs, please?
Tell me why I shouldn't kill you.
What I have is influence, and that is worth a lot.
Spoken like a man who has never had to do hard work.
Who the hell wants to do hard work?
I bring us back the transport and the arms we require. You bring back a worthless aristocrat. We don't need his money. We have what we need to finish this. Thanks to me.
He ain't worthless, you overgrown bicep. He already got us an EMP device and the failing scheme. I'll betcha I can find a use for him.
I do not care how much these two swoon over you, Wayne. We don't want you here, and we don't need you here.
Nie. Nie zapinaj to.
Whoopsie. What the hell?
John! Turn it off!
Turn it off! Now!
Can you do something about this?
It's Freeze.
Freeze is coming.
What have you done?
To jest Mr. Freeze.
You need to uncuff me.
Don't screw this up.
You fool!
I can turn it off.
Make it stop, or I will seal you both in ice! I swear, if you don't get that electricity back on immediately, I'll send you to a frozen hell.
Takže podľa toho, hej, podľa toho, čo je tu, hej.
Well, at least we know that it works.
I must check on Nora. See how she is.
You may have impressed these two, but I haven't made up my mind about crushing your skull.
Fair enough.
Everyone back to work. There's still a lot to get done.
Who put you in charge?
Somebody has to give the orders.
No. Takže Harley szefuje, hej.
That was a nice job before. Come on up to my office.
Dobre.
Listen, Bruce.
Masz
I
tu
just want to
nieporiadok.
clear the air a little. You distanced yourself from us back at your office. I don't blame you after all the
Nie
trouble
uczył
I
cię twój
caused.
ojciec jak współpracować?
You probably noticed I like to stir things up. It's a bad
Słowo
habit.
mówisz.
Well, it's made me more enemies than friends. I want to say
No czekaj, ja mam
sorry for
jakiś
messing with your
nieporiadok,
people.
tak co?
Your employees. I know they probably mean a lot to you.
You were out of line, Harley. You had no right roping them into your games.
I said I was sorry, didn't I? I don't blame you for being angry, but I want you to understand. You've seen these animals I work with. In my business, you let your guard down for a second, you get torn to shreds.
I can only imagine.
If I'm always pushing buttons, it's to keep people off balance, you know? Keep them guessing my next move. Keep the real me hidden. I hope you ain't gonna judge me for it. To be honest, I've been at it so long I don't even notice I'm doing it. It's just a part of who I am.
Sounds shady to me. I prefer a more straightforward approach to dealing with my colleagues.
We ain't dealing with just any old regular type colleagues here jawing over the water cooler. But I get your meaning. You ain't like these others. Bane's a powder keg. Freeze. Well, you saw Freeze. John's sweet. And believe me, he's got heaps of potential. But he's still a growing boy. You, though, you got your head screwed on right. You're reasonable. I can work with reasonable. We're pulling a job tonight. I want you to be a part of it. You already showed you know how to use that EMP better than any of these other clowns. I want you to come with.
I'm in. Just tell me what to do.
That's what I wanted to hear. All will be revealed eventually. Using that EMP, though, that's gonna make tonight's job a whole lot less messy. And that no-neck asshat Bane, he loves making a mess. People getting killed just makes his day. If you're gonna come with, you gotta convince the others.
Convince them?
It's a real pain in the ass sometimes. but you need a majority opinion for anything big. And bringing you along, well, you got some persuading to do. Let me know how I can help.
No. I get the feeling Bane doesn't like me very much.
That knucklehead respects strength and loyalty. Show him you got those, and he'll come around. He's a man's man.
Knuckles.
I don't got much time for all that burly machismo, but sit him down for a beer or something. He'll hear what you gotta say. He may kill you when you're done, but at least he'll listen.
Freeze'ov príbeh.
So what's the deal with Freeze? He's unique.
You mean why he's blue and wrapped up in machinery? Accident in the lab. Here's the thing about Freeze. Only thing he gives two hoots about is his wife. He gave up everything to try and save her when she got sick. And I mean everything. Job, health, soul, the whole shebang.
She's dead?
Frozen stiff. Keeps her on ice in the next room while he searches for a cure. Ain't that just kooky? I mean, it explains why he flipped when the EMP went off. But seriously, who does that?
I doubt his wife would approve if she realized what he's become.
She'd probably never want to wake up. Exactly.
So he'd be better off not getting what he wants.
You can say that again, but he might not want to hear it. Talking about his wife is the only way to get Freeze to pay attention to you. But watch yourself. His attention ain't always a good thing.
No tak boję się, że już straci, no tak mnie nahnevali, no. Ale je mi ho ľúto. Freeza. No, nehoda v laboratórii.
Listen, I know about your father. About how you tried to help him.
He was a lost cause that made himself a shotgun lunch. What's that got to do with the price of tea in China? You trying to get in my head, Brucey?
Look, I lost my parents too.
I know the story. Everyone in this goddamn town knows the story. It don't make you president of the Dead Parents Club. If I wanted to talk about my pop, I wouldn't have had those records hidden. Which brings me to thinking, how the hell would you know a thing like that? You snooping around my private life? You got some inside track I don't know about.
I have connections, Harley. Good ones. I dig up everything I can on potential business partners.
A background check? I guess that's only fair.
Still friends?
Yeah, still friends. To be honest, I'm impressed you found that out. Just don't bring it up again.
No już nic nie mam povedať. No takže už vieme o každom všetko. Harley, Bane, Freeze a aj John. Vlastne ten už od začiatku. John. Vlastne z prvej sezóny. Hej, len ja som nehral prvú sezónu. Akože Batman Season 1 som nehral, tak toto je druhá, tak... No. On fakt púcha do tých gum. Asi to má namiesto boxovacieho vreca. No tak jasné, že je silný. Má aj svoj Venom, čo ho robí ešte silnejší. No. Skoro zlomil chrbticu. No, skoro. No, takže toto by bolo všetko pre tento diel. Aj no, pre tento diel tejto epizódy, tejto hry. Takže, ak sa vám toto video páčilo, dáte like a odber a uvidíme sa na budúce. Čaute.